A telecom service provider, Reliance Jio, has written to the Department of Telecom secretary saying that there is an urgent need to auction spectrum. Remember, TRAI had earlier said that spectrum will be auctioned, should be auctioned every year, but that has really not happened in the past few years. And what Reliance Jio is saying in their letter to the DoT SECI is that there is an urgent need to spectrum or to auction the spectrum, because this will impact the 4G speeds, it will impact the offering that they're giving to customers. But in a very important point that Reliance has highlighted, or has the opinion that they have given, is that they understand that a few service providers might be opposing spectrum auctions to stifle competition. So what they're saying is that the other telecom service providers like Vodafone Idea and Bharti Airtel are not in favor of spectrum auctions, because they might want to stifle competition, because they have already amassed a lot of spectrum via mergers and acquisitions, is what the letter says. They have also said that they are also losing customers every month. In fact, if you remember, Vodafone Idea has lost around 48 lakh customers in the month of June, and Bharti Airtel has lost around 11.28 lakh customers in the month of June. So the situation here is that the current prices of spectrum are not viable, is what Bharti Airtel or Vodafone Jio are in is their opinion, that the prices are not viable. They cannot buy spectrum at these prices, and at the same time both these companies have clocked in losses in the past quarter. Vodafone Idea had a loss of around 25,000 crore rupees. Bharti Airtel had a loss of around 16,000 crore rupees. And more importantly, there is also the AGR case. According to the Supreme Court verdict, all these telcos have to pay the money to the government in the next 10 years as opposed to the 20 years that the telcos had asked for. So they are not in favor of spectrum auctions, while Reliance Jio in the letter is saying that there is a dire need of spectrum auctions. So they have also highlighted other points like this. There is a spectrum scarcity that has come up because of the lack of auctions. They are not able to find any reasonable rationale behind such a sudden pause in auctions by the Department of Telecom, and a few operators are merely interested in perpetuating 2G technology. They are only monetizing on old equipment as far as possible, is what Reliance Jio is saying, while Reliance Jio wants to use 4G technology and infrastructure to give their offerings to customers. This has reached a point where there is no substitute for additional spectrum, and any further delay in auctions will rapidly deteriorate 4G speeds, is what Jio is saying. They are also telling the government that this money is important for the exchequer. It is a loss because there is spectrum lying unused and unsold. They are saying that unsold spectrum is better than unauctioned spectrum, because at this point, when we are in the pandemic and the government is struggling to meet its needs with the finances, they are saying that a few crore rupees will also be helpful for the government, and they will be important. It will be important for the government to amass that money at this point in time. So they are saying that any immediate auction can generate around 25,000 crore rupees for the government at least. So that is the point that they are pushing. Reliance Jio has also said that by February is when the spectrum auction should happen as per the letter, and any further delay in auctions will rapidly deteriorate 4G speeds, and programs like Digital India, Broadband India Mission, and a response to crises like COVID-19 will be permanently affected because of the impact that lack of spectrum or spectrum scarcity will have on the speeds that they can offer to the customers.